Alright. Hey traders, it's ladies and gentlemen, it's John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com, and in this short little video I want to do for you, I want to talk about fear. And sometimes fear can be very, very controlling in our lives, whether it's relationships, whether it's money, whether it's health. I've had a lot of fear in my life over the years when it comes to finances. I've also had some fear of not living when it comes to my cancer. I've also had fear of not knowing where I was going to live. I also had fear of not knowing where I was going in life and stuff like that, and much of my life go by. And recently, having fear of relationships, not scared of relationships, but some things, the fearful decisions you make within a relationship end up causing it to go backwards instead of forwards. So I want to talk to you guys about that today, because one thing that I do say when it comes to that is, no matter what we're going through, no matter if it's finances, if it's relationships, if it's health, if it's a business or anything like that, generally what happens is that if we have a fearful moment, and we act on that fearful moment, then generally what's going to happen is you're going to act in a wrongly manner. Okay, you're going to say things, you're going to do things in a scared manner, and generally what happens to that, it repels your opportunities, it repels your dreams, it repels your anything that you want, what you're trying to get in that situation. Again, let's use relationships as an example. If you're scared of, you're on par of trying to get back with, say, your girlfriend. For example, me, I'm trying to get back with my wife right now, and I'm on par of doing that right now. And some things I've done in the past, and I've done it recently, and I've got to learn not to do it, is whenever I act in fear, as in like this is not going to work out, I generally do things or say things that actually makes the situation worse, not better. Make sense? So in a relationship example, I would actually say something or do something that actually pushes the X further away than actually even coming closer to me. Make sense? So that's an example of what fear can do. And generally what happens if we act on that fear, it generally makes things a lot worse. Same with with cancer, when I had the cancer, same with finances. If we get really, really stressed out and fearful about not having enough money, then that fear can take over, and we start to stress out, we start to panic, and we start to rush things, and things just don't go anywhere. Makes sense? So, in a nutshell, it's very, very important to recognize when you're actually in a fearful state. And I'm not saying this is easy. Again, this is just a video, just to share some things with you that I'm learning right now when it comes to everything in life, okay? That one of the things is don't act in fear, because when you act in fear, you generally make a rational decision and not a thoughtful decision, and that rational, emotional reaction decision is generally going to lead things, pushing them away further than actually closer. Make sense? So make sure you do that. And sometimes what I've found anyway in any area is that if you might not focus on fear and start to build momentum. And tell you what will happen is you'll act in fear, and wham, maybe a quarter of that momentum goes. You know what I mean? So all I do say is that when you are moving forward in life, make sure that you're recognizing those fearful states. And again, it's not easy, okay? But if you can do it, then what's going to happen is you can actually start to move forward in a big, big, big way, because you're not going backwards as much, like some of us do. Me, alright? So, anyway, I wanted this quick short video for you to show you what was going on in when it comes to fearful states, okay? And, same with trading as well. If you're fearful that you're not going to make enough money in trading and you are trading, then what's going to happen? You're going to start being fearful, and you're going to start taking unnecessary trades and end up going backwards. Make sense? It happens in every area. If you act in fear, if you have a fearful moment and you act in that fearful moment, it generally is the wrong decision. And you're banging your head like, why did I say that? And why did I do this? And why did I do that? Now, not all the time, but most of the time you'll find when you're very fearful and you act in that fearful mode, instead of abundance mode, then that is generally the wrong decision. Okay? Anyway guys, I hope this helps you out. The whole point of this whole thing is recognize when you're in a fearful moment and try to stop yourself from acting in that fear. Get out of it. Don't do any decisions at that time. Get out of it. Try to get yourself back to normal, where you're not stressing out, where you're not fearful, where you're being grateful, and then come back to whatever you're doing and then make a decision what you're doing. Okay? This is speaking from experience and speaking from what I've just learned just recently. Okay? So don't act in a fearful moment. Act in a gratitude moment. This will help you move forward in a big, big, big way. Okay? This is John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com. If you're interested in relationships, relationship advice, health and fitness advice, business and internet marketing, stock market investing and stuff like that, I've had experience over the last close to 15 years now in all those areas, and I'm actually putting up free education all the time. So head on down to officialjohnhowell.com where you can check all the information and education out if you want to. Okay guys, this is John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com, and remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.